wanted to be a part of.
The promotion dance is where the sweener was created. Shit. The dance.
What's the sweener?
It's real. It's just a dance move that's kind of legendary in my town. It's no big deal.
In Wickenburg, his town of Wickenburg.
Whoa. We don't need to clarify the town. We just, you know.
We do. We do need to clarify the town.
We really don't.
All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'll be switching you guys in and out of your scenes. So I'll see you shortly.
Thank you, Shay.
Peace.
Bye, Shay.
Okay, so we are now live. So what we'll be doing today is we're just going to be going through our scenes. Each of us will go sort of down the line. Shay's going to be bringing you in two at a time. I'm going to be taking notes on your scenes. And then we are just going to, right from there, go ahead and jump straight into working on them from that spot. So Shay's going to send you all out, and we'll start bringing you in two at a time to start working on your scene. Let's do it. Woo! Yeah, if Shay wants, because she wanted to work on that morning chat, so if you can bring people in.
Ava, who is your scene partner?
Addie.
It's Addie. Okay, thank you. Brian, if you would like me to bring them in a certain list, I'd be happy to do that, but I just have them memorized in my head.
You have, oh yeah, bring them in however you want. Okay. However you would like.
Got it, thank you.
All right. Yeah. It's set up there, so. I'm editing from here.
Brian, are you waiting for me?
Yep.
You have Ava and Addie in there.
What?
Yeah, we've been here for like 2 minutes.
I'm like just chilling. Would you look at that? That is quite funny. Give me 1 sec. I gotta go down some stairs. Okie dokie. Whenever you guys are ready, you can start your scene. Go ahead and get yourself set as far as the space goes, and let's rock and roll. So what did you do up there, Brian? Switch it to gallery. I have a mouse now. If something goes wrong. Oh, perfect.
I can't believe we're doing this. Will you hush? If someone hears us, we are never going to pull this off. Why are we even doing this? I'd like to go on record somewhere and say this is completely and entirely your idea.
Can I add to that record that you begged me to include you? That's what I thought.
Want this on a permanent record?
If we get caught, maybe.
I swear this is the worst idea.
Do you want them or not?
Well, obviously.
Then help me.
Fine, but if we go down,
If we go down together.
together. Right.
I found it.
Shut up. Wait, let me see.
This is it. Just like I imagined it to be.
This is it? This can't be all of it.
Told you. It's like it wanted us to find it.
You're ridiculous. What do we do now?
Whatever we want. We pulled it off.
And scene. Good work, girls. Love it. Okay, so I've got some notes, but I'm going to go through all the notes for everybody at the end of class, okay? Or once we bring everybody back in. So, very good work. Proud of the progress. Good job. Nice. Thank you. Woo. Shay, we can go ahead and jump to those next two. Hello.
Hi.
Lily, let me hear a sound check, please.
Hi.
All right. Bring up your volume just a little bit, Lily.
Okay.
A little more.
Hi.
Better. Okay, great. All right, whenever you guys are ready, you can start your scene.
Hey.
Hi.
I didn't ask for this, you know?
Neither did I.
So, should we play the game or?
For B5, we are not playing the game.
Okay. Well, what would you like to do then?
I want to open it.
What? Absolutely not. We can't.
Why not? No one will ever know.
I said no.
Too late.
Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. No, don't touch it.
Why not?
I don't know. It could.
It's not going to.
But it could.
But it won't.
I've never seen anything like this before.
You have now.
And scene. Very good, girls. Woo! Thank you. We'll see you back when we come together.
Okay. You have now.
Sam, let's go ahead and get that amazing background back to normal. Good, girl. Woo! Thank you.
I was hoping you wouldn't notice.
I mean, as spectacular as it is, just for the scene.
How's that?
Much better, thank you.
Come on, buddy.
I mean, for a second, I thought it was real. I thought he was really in your background, and I was like, dang, I'm a little jealous right now of your life.
Yeah, if only.
All right, gentlemen, same thing. Go ahead and connect to your characters, get your space set. Today's all about just giving a chance to perform, so take your time and start when you're ready.
Alright. Alright, here we go. Take the shot. There. Oh, there. Hold up. Boom! There we go.
Bro, come on.
Didn't even see it come.
Yep. Hello? Hello? Oh my.
Yo.
Yo, you didn't have to do that.
I know.
Then why did you?
Because I wanted to. Look, I've been where you are before, okay?
I don't need you to fight my battles.
You know, it seems like you did a minute ago.
I'm used to it by now. Same thing every time.
Doesn't mean it doesn't suck.
You're all right about that.
You know, you don't have to take it every time.
It's better than being invisible.
Being invisible isn't so bad. It's less problems.
It shouldn't be that way.
Look, if you stay out of the way, you won't have to deal with it.
I don't want to stay out of the way. I want to be who I am. Hello?
Huh?
I want to stay out of the way. I want to be who I am.
Oh, so what's your plan now? I mean, you can't keep doing this every single day.
One day people will notice.
What if they don't?
On to plan B, I guess.
What's plan B?
Just fit in and be invisible.
Whatever.
No, this.
All right, just get back to the game.
Bye.
And scene. Dude, that was dope. That ending where you both sign off, I was not expecting that. That was great. Awesome. Good job, guys. Can't wait to talk about it when we come back together.
Thanks.
Bye.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Okay, whenever you guys are ready, go ahead and get yourselves in the zone.
I need to talk to you.
Nice to see you too. Talk about what?
Don't play the dumb card with me right now.
I'm not playing dumb. I don't know what you're talking about.
Try again. Without the lying this time.
I wasn't thinking. It just happened.
I knew it. I just knew it.
What was I supposed to do, huh? Just let it go?
Yes, you were supposed to let it go. You were supposed to leave it alone.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you've proved that.
I'm sorry. I really am. I just had to find out for myself.
I warned you about this. I told you this would happen.
I know you did. And I wish I would have listened.
You should have thought about that before you did it.
You were right. Is that what you want me to say?
I want you to fix this.
You know it's too late for that.
You know what you have to do. So do it.
Scene. Good job, girls. Woo! Yeah, Serenity, throwing down it. Yeah. Okay, wow, that's everybody. So, Shay, we can go ahead and bring everybody back in. We'll start going through some notes and probably have a second time to work through and do some stop and go before we close out today.
I inhaled so much perfume.
Oh, yeah? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go sort of scene by scene. I want to discuss a little bit with you as a part of the critique and see how you felt. Because part of what I want you to discover through the specific way we're going to do this is I want you to think through, if I was rehearsing or performing and I didn't have somebody there to work it with, what did I see? what did I like, what didn't I like, and then I'll add on top of that some of the notes that we can move forward with from my perspective as a coach. But I want you guys to start learning specifically how to see it from your own eyes, how to notice certain things and work certain moments. So that's how we'll handle this as we break it down, and then we'll move forward from there. So first things first, great work, everybody. A lot of the notes we took last week with the physicality and some of the angles were awesome. So we'll start breaking that down and talking through it. We'll just go right from the top. So we'll start with Addie and Ava. Why don't you guys go first? How'd it feel?
I think it feels better than last week that we did it. We did more rehearsals this week. I think that made it feel a lot better too.
Awesome. Addie?
Yeah, it did feel better than last week, but I don't know. We had part of I kind of forgot part of it, so it was okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I did okay.
Where do you think that came from, Addie?
I don't know. I didn't really read it, when I wasn't practicing with Ava. So, and I forgot some of it.
So when you guys practice, tell me about what the practice looked like.
We would normally just we'd bounce ideas, and then we would go through it a couple times until we feel like it feels right.
Okay. So inside of that, did we work or test lines at all?
What do you mean?
Did we test each other's lines, work on each other's to make sure that each one was really great, where it needed to be?
Not really.
Okay, great. So did you feel that in rehearsals, Addie? Did you feel same struggle in rehearsals that you were feeling today?
Yeah.
Yeah, for part, the beginning, yeah.
Okay, good. So in the rehearsal, let me ask you this. Did you communicate that to Ava?
Yeah, a few times.
Okay, so she let you know, Ava, that she was struggling through that? Is that right? Say that again, Ava, sorry.
I don't know what you guys said.
So with the lines, did she communicate to you that she was struggling with some of them?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
I tried.
Go ahead.
I don't know.
Here's the thing. I want to stop because I want this to be an encouragement. Here's why I'm doing it this way. Because, like you said, you guys rehearsed a bunch. So, way to go for that. Literally, everybody right from home, give them a round of applause for that. Give them a round of applause. Because doing that level of work is really important. So, I'm sure you guys did some really good stuff because I saw some really good stuff in the scene. What I want to teach is sometimes, and I'm talking right from my point of view here, I've done this so many times. I've done it not only in acting, but in work, where sometimes I'll do a lot of work, but sometimes on some of the wrong things. Sometimes not working the thing that is most important in that moment before moving on to another moment, okay? So one of those things would be, and for both of you, so Addie, it's your job to really communicate and humble yourself. And go, hey, here's where I'm at. I really need help with this. And I'll tell you, I can speak on this because I just did this the other day with my scene partner, my new scene partner, Saya, who I'm going to be working a scene with. I said, hey, here's where I'm at with all this stuff. She's a worker, man. This girl, she, all right, here's this, give you an idea of who she is, okay? She found out she's my partner, ordered the play that night, asked me to send her the scene so she could start with memorization, and was 4 pages into our 10-page scene already memorized yesterday, having had it for half a day. That's my scene partner. I'm super psyched to work with her for those reasons. Now, when we went to meet, the first thing I did was go, hey, here's what rehearsing with me looks like. One of my biggest struggles is memorization, so I want you to help me get tested. And I'd like to not move forward in this way until you've gotten me to a place where I don't have to think about it at all, and I'll do the same for you if you needed any of that. And then she's like, oh, cool. And she got super excited about helping me in that way. So, Addie, I want you to be willing to go, okay, hey, I'm not quite here yet. Help me get there. And then maybe 2 of those rehearsals end up being that. And then when you get into perform, maybe 1 of the rehearsals ends up being the blocking and some of the other stuff. But because she's got the lines down, Ava, it's going to be an easier scene for you. I promise. It's a guarantee. Does everyone in class understand this? Because this is going to happen with partners. It's going, every time you work with different partners, it's going to be a different dynamic. So if you can be willing to go, hey, here's where I struggle. Here's where I'm at. Help. Only a jerk scene partner is going to be like, wow, really? Okay, well, you know, like this is your chance to figure that out together. And then that part of this would be released for you. And I sensed that, Addie. That was your biggest critique, was I could tell you were still having to think about the lines. And the truth is, anytime you have to think about the lines, we're not fully in it. It's not possible. It's literally not possible. And I know you know that. So remember that for your next time that you guys work it, or you're working something, go, all right, I need to communicate that. Okay? So within the scene, let's talk about a couple things. I love the patience of the beginning. Like the angles that you guys created were so much better. I mean, Ava, your listening was fantastic in that beginning part. And I love that you created going off screen to go find something, to go look for that item, and then just sort of shouting off from the side. So as we keep working this, the big thing, and it'll help, once again, Addie doesn't have to think about those moments, when you can literally just be so patient with one another that we're not just rushing to the next line, we're really visualizing your thought life, okay? And we're going to work a little bit of that thought life today, because thought life is so key. If you get a chance, tomorrow Matt is going to be going live at 7 for his Mornings with Matt show, and he's going to be talking about this. He's going to be specifically talking about the fact that as actors, what you can do in a casting, because we have a casting coming up later this week, our first virtual casting. It's going to be so cool. Like, we're very excited about it. And so Matt's tomorrow at 7 going to be doing just a bunch of tips on castings, and if you're going to a casting, what it looks like, lighting tips for self-tapes, all of the stuff that's going to help you for the future of this, Matt's going to give you tomorrow. And I highly recommend, Ava, everybody, that you watch that and notice some of the things that you can be doing. I think it's going to be really good for that and for thought life. So we'll come back to that, but that's going to be the biggest thing to work. And your biggest lesson is now, moving forward, here's Addie. This is how I communicate so we can rehearse even better. Because again, I'm glad you guys rehearsed. That's awesome. Let's get better at even doing it at a next level. And then thought life. When we come back, we're going to work just pure thought life. And I'm going to teach you how you can let us know exactly what's going on in the scene without saying a single word. Okay? Very good, guys. Let's give them a round of applause. Good job. Proud of you. Proud of you. Okay. So now let's go over to Lily and Sammy. How did you guys feel?
I felt we did really good.
Really good? Okay. Tell me about that, Sammy.
Well, last week we didn't know what prop we were going to use, but we Zoomed and we figured out what we're going to use, and we practiced it a couple times and got it down.
Love that. Okay. Great. Lily, what about for you?
I felt like it was pretty good, but I feel like I sped through a couple of the lines.
Okay. Great. So let's talk about the why behind that, because that was one of my notes. Was just, and again, it kind of builds on what I just talked about in Ava's scene with Addie, thought life. So why do you think we rushed?
I got a little bit nervous. I don't really know why,
Okay.
but I just wanted to get it out before I could mess up.
Okay. Good. Good. So now, when we realize that, that's great, because we go, all right, it was the nerves. Now, why the nerves? Did you realize, Lily, you just found another why on your own? On your own, you went, okay, I was nervous. Why? Well, I was trying to get it out because I was nervous here. Okay, good. Then we keep diving deeper into, I don't know why I was nervous. Okay, let's try and figure out the why behind that. This format, I just go. How did that feel when I was like, whenever you're ready, just go?
I was worried about like starting too early or too late, and that kind of just like threw me off my game a little bit.
Okay, good. Are you first line or second line? Remind me.
The first line.
Okay, so in that, and again, I love this because this is for everybody. The first line is the most important. That beginning is the most important because it connects us into the piece. But our first line is actually not our first line. Our first line is what happens before we speak. So Lily, know that it's actually your time. There is no right time to start. Whether it's too early or too late, you can totally release that. So I think what was missing, and we haven't even got here yet, so this is great, is character. Now we understand the relationship a little bit. We've worked some of the angles. You have an understanding of the why behind the scene. We haven't fully got into who she is, the way that she is, the way that she thinks, her character type, personality type. And I think when we start to find that and we realize where she is, you can just look at Sammy and realize where she's at, notice, and let it affect you. So that's what we're going to work. We're going to actually just work the top part of the scene and help you really connect into the character at the beginning, because that's what was missing there, and that's where the nerves came from. It came from just not fully knowing character to be patient enough to go into that character and wait for the right moment to speak when the character feels right. Because I'll tell you the truth, Lily, there's no right answer. One time you're going to perform this, and it's going to be in the first 3 seconds. Another time you're going to perform this, it's going to be in 10. Because it's purely based on the way that Sammy is sending energy to you and the way that you're receiving that energy. Okay? Good. Okay. So jumping over here to Sammy, same thing. You started to find that character. I really liked it. So we'll build on the thought life of her. And in the second half with the props and everything, we can be 10 times more patient with noticing the stuff. Yours is mainly in the second half. When we're looking at the things and talking about the temptation of using it or not using it, I want to see you and your inner thought life deciding whether or not you want to do it, deciding how exciting it is to do it, to the decision to go against what she says. We want to watch that happen. That's what's interesting. To watch a character make the bad decision or the good decision is interesting, but more interesting is watch them process whether or not they're going to do it before they take action on it. Everybody follow me there? So that's any scene, no matter what, we find that thought life. Cool. So we'll break that back down and come back to your guys' scene on that. Again, building on thought life. Okay, good job. Hey. Oh, yeah, and one more on positivity. Way to go with your angles, guys. It was clear you rehearsed. It was clear that we thought through some of that, and it was much better. Okay. All right, let's jump over here. Sam and Elijah, how'd you feel?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? Tell me about that, Sam. Or Elijah.
We worked on it yesterday, and I didn't really have my lines completely down.
Okay.
And so I felt like I kind of stuttered on one line I was like, I have my papers with me.
So yesterday you guys went through and you realized you weren't quite there, right?
Yeah.
Did we rehearse aside from yesterday?
Sam was pretty busy all week, so.
So yesterday was our first chance. That's no problem. Okay. So we get together. We start to realize again, and this today just became about some of these things. You realize you're not quite there with lines. What did you do about it? Did you let Sam know?
Kinda.
Yeah, it sounds a lot better than it did yesterday. You definitely got better memorizing your lines.
So Sam, did he tell you he was struggling with the lines?
Yeah.
Great.
At the rehearsal yesterday, we figured that out. And that was a little bit too.
So tell me about that. What did you do? How did you help him? What did you do?
We did a pretty long call actually. So we had the time to run through it like a decent amount of times. And we didn't do any specific exercises like what we do in person to get the lines down, like test each other. We didn't do that. You mentioned that earlier, and I was like, oh shoot, we should have done that.
Yeah.
But we went through it a lot of times, and it started to help out a lot, I think.
Dude, that's awesome. And let me just speak on that here, okay? Sam, you're busy. You got busy. That's cool. I'm not gonna be like, oh man, you didn't meet a bunch of. I'm thankful you met. I'm thankful you met, and Elijah clearly is too. And it means something. It means something when someone's really busy and goes, I'm still gonna make the time here. Then it goes, what am I gonna do with the time? How am I gonna use the time? And I'm gonna use it to the full value that it can be used. And it sounds like you guys did that. It was clear in the scene. It was better. The scene was better. The blocking was better. Your listening was better. So is there a line that got off? Sure, Elijah, that happens. And you admitted right off the bat, you go, hey, this fell off. I know why, so we got to get better at that. Boom, over. Now we look at what else we can grow in and get better in. So when it comes to rehearsal, first thing Sam already did, I hope everybody realized this, the first thing he did was Sam goes, I heard you give that critique earlier, and I was like, oh yeah, duh. Dude, that's how you grow. You watch other scenes, you listen to other critiques, and you go, that makes sense. I got to apply that. So now we know next rehearsal, let's test each other. Let's work that. Okay? But going beyond that now, going right into the acting, I want to point out a couple things that I really liked. Okay? I loved the Cheetos this time. Love the patience with that. I love that they weren't stale. That was so clear by you eating them. That was great. I think, right? No stale this time?
They're pretty stale.
Ah, well, good acting, Sam. Good acting. So with that, there can even be more patience where we're playing into some of that. The big thing we got caught doing, this is both of us, is sort of showing me a little bit of where we were at. So when it came to the Cheetos, it'd be like, like, you know, like, what is this? Like so good. And I'm way over exaggerating now, Sam. But if you go back and when you watch, you'll see there are some moments within that like you're trying to show us that they're really good. You're trying to show us the Cheetos are awesome instead of enjoying them. And that's where it's hard to do when they're stale. Right?
Yeah.
It's hard to go like, oh man, these are so good. Oh, and you're like actually like dying inside. So that's another thing where we look and go, all right, to set myself up for success, let's make sure that these are really good. Let's make sure these are something that's not. And if you don't like Cheetos or whatever, for example, then you find a way to imagine something that's really, really good, and we'll see it in your eyes. So, for example, what is your favorite snack, Sam?
Probably Doritos.
Okay, Doritos. So when you perform this next, you should have Doritos. Because you can't. If you couldn't have Doritos, I want you to imagine Doritos. I want you to imagine your favorite. Are you the Cool Ranch guy? Are you like a,
Cool Ranch, man.
Big time, big time. I mean, let's raise our hands, guys. Who's a Cool Ranch person in here? Let's see some Cool Ranch people. No? Just a couple of Cool Ranchers? All right, good. So if you're actually imagining that, Sam, for real, every time you take a bite, you're going to taste it. You don't need to do one of the because you're just going to taste it. And it's right here. Like, you can't help it, bro. You go to someone's house and you eat something that they made that's terrible. You're like, it's good. You cannot help, but your eyes show this isn't good. So in the same way, it goes on both sides. I can see whether you enjoyed it or whether you didn't enjoy it, and you don't have to show me. I'll just see it. Okay? Good. Okay. So we're going to work on that for you guys too, that thought life. And then the last thing is your diction. We'll keep building on the diction inside. We don't want to miss lines. And a lot of the movement, you have to be really cautious because the phone creates movement sounds that then we can lose a line on. Okay? And we did that a couple times. And that's for everybody. I want us all to realize that that's the case when we're in this format. And good. Now for a wrap-up, again, I can't say it enough. Nice work. Nice work. My job is to find little things that we can grow in and build upon. But both of you clearly met. We did the work, and I'm glad you spent so much time on it. That, again, a lot of times I'm pretty busy. That's what mine looked like a lot of time. It's like, hey, I can't meet every day. I can't meet a ton usually. But when I meet, let's meet for 3 hours. Let's whatever. Let's really get after it. And by doing that, it was very clear that you guys had done the work in your scene. So very good job, gentlemen. Let's give them a round of applause. Hey. Hey, Lily, where's that round of applause, okay? Lily, where's the clapping? I can't see your hands clapping. Okay, that's better. All right. Okay, so going down the line now, Serenity and Emma. How did you guys feel?
I thought it felt good.
Good. Tell me about that.
Well, I feel like a lot of the times I kind of fall back on routine and just do what I like, and I get really set in doing the same thing every time. But Serenity and I, after every practice, we practiced each day this week except the weekend. And at the end of each practice, we tried to do one where we did something completely different than we did the other calls. So I think that really helped because it kind of like brought me out of routine and helped me just kind of do what felt right with the scene.
Awesome. Serenity?
Yeah, kind of the same thing. It just felt really good because it wasn't like the exact same thing that we had been practicing. Because when we forced each other to do something completely different, we weren't allowed to do anything that we had done beforehand. So that kind of like brought me out of the whole routine thing, like she said. So it was just, it felt more natural because it was like, oh yeah, I don't need to go do this thing every single time. I can go do something completely different and it still fits.
Now, so for everybody else's lesson in growth, how did you go about doing that? How did you go about setting up a rehearsal in which you did it differently than normal?
Well, I guess we just kind of, I don't know.
Okay. Emma?
I mean, we just kind of said like, let's do something different. And then we just went with it and just tried to do something different.
Did you talk about it after you did different ones?
Yeah. We talked about, we didn't like say like super specific stuff, but we said like whether it felt good or whether it felt weird. And most of the time it felt really good because we were just going with our gut.
I love that. Love that. So lesson for everybody there is going with the gut. It did. And I felt that, by the way, guys. I felt it. It was really great. Definitely the best one we've done with this scene, for sure. For sure. So what you guys did there without even realizing it was, and I talked about this in the other rehearsals, you framed each other. You framed each other. So you went, hey, here's what we're going to do. Here's what I'd like to see happen. Let's go after it. You finish, you talk about whether we achieved that thing or didn't and how we can grow. So maybe next rehearsal, it's great. We sort of achieved that. Let's really make sure that we're doing X. Let's make sure we're trying different angles. Let's make sure we're whatever. And then from there, you explore different spots together. And that's what happened. You guys set yourself up in that way. And I'm talking on this today because this happened to become the theme today, rehearsals. And here's why. I'm incredibly proud of all of you. Cannot brag about you enough. I cannot brag about you enough right now, and I'm going to. I'm going to jump on my social media later tonight. I'm going to brag about how awesome you guys are. For real. Here's why. You did the work. Like, I jumped on. You all were here today. Every single person. You all were here last week. Every single person. There have been times where that's not the case. Well, here's what happened. You guys got excited about your scenes. You got excited about your partners. You got excited about growth. And you took on a team mindset. And then you did the work. And so then it's like you do the work. What's the last thing you want to do? You don't want to not show up to show off the work you did. So if we can just sort of remember that and go attack every scene we ever do with that mentality, it's going to be great. Because again, I was blown away by the work you guys have done, not just this week, but all month. And that's how you grow faster. That's how I get to sit down and go, well, let's work it here. Great. Let's dive real deep into your thought life and do things we didn't normally get to do because you did the work. Awesome. Okay, so here's the notes for you guys, okay? The number one thing, it kind of goes back to what I noticed with Sam and Elijah's scene with some of the Cheeto stuff. When you watch back, you'll notice there's moments where you know what you're supposed to feel, so you show us what you're feeling. Okay? And for everybody, that was a theme in a bunch of the scenes. That comes all the way down to character. All the way down to character, which we haven't got too deep into yet. Right? We know our relationship, but I think in character, there's so much more we can discover to be found in the moment to see the thoughts and trust that they get seen. So when we break it down your scene and stop it in a couple moments, that's what I want to work. And moving forward, I want you guys to work that as well. Okay? All right, let's give them a round of applause. Hey, everybody. Okay. So before we break off, here's what I'd like to do. I'm going to talk about where we're going to be heading. Okay? You guys have done the work like crazy. And I'm incredibly proud of you guys for doing that. So we've got a couple choices. I want you all to talk with me and reach out. If you're interested in pursuing a scene, sort of like the monologues where you got to pick something, I want to just know that you're dedicated. I want to know you're as dedicated as you have been this month. So if you're returning next month, you plan on being here every single week and working your tail off on this stuff, working with your partner on it, then you have the liberty to pick whatever scene you want together, check it in with me, make sure it works. We'll approve it and go through that. But you guys can go find a scene. I can help you find a scene that's from a really great play, something from a movie or a scene, and from a TV show, whatever, and work that together. Or you and your partner, or you and whoever, can continue this scene and work on adding your own spins to it. Work on some writing and rewriting a couple lines and figuring out some of that. So at the end of class today, I'm just going to talk through and figure out where all your heads are at, and then I'll make decisions on how we move forward and email you guys. Okay? So some of us might stay same partners. Some of us might switch it up. It's going to be up to you. But here's the thing. Here's the struggle we run into, and this is why we picked the ambiguous scenes. They're tough usually because people don't show up. And not unintentionally. Sometimes it's not our fault, you know. You got a casting you got to go on or whatever, right? Those things are legitimate. But sometimes we just miss. And if that's the case, and Emma's my partner, she's stuck now. And I got to come up with something to do and work with her. So if you know, okay, I'm going to commit to this 100% next month. I'm going to be here every week. Partner and I are going to be meeting outside of class. Great. Let's work together. I'll help you. We'll find a scene that you can work and that you're super psyched about, and we'll push forward with that scene together. Otherwise, we'll push forward with these and or add writing to it. Does that make sense to everybody? Cool. Do we have questions on that at all? No? Ava, yeah.
What do we do if someone's doing online only and someone's like going into the studio?
Great question. Let's actually talk that right now. Thank you. So who knows right now that we are continuing online and not in person? Let me see some hands so I can write that down. Okay. Sam.
Can you say that?
Okay. Ava.
Are you doing like it online, or are you going in person?
So if you are planning on continuing online and not coming in person in 2 weeks, raise your hand. So I got Ava, got Sammy, I got Sam.
Yeah, I think it's still me.
Okay.
I'm not sure. My parents.
Yeah, check with them, double check and let me know. Addie, same?
I'm not positive. I don't know for sure.
Okay.
I don't think so, but I might.
Okay, if you could both let me know as soon as you can, that'd be great, because I want to start making scene arrangements. We've got 2 whole weeks because we've got Valleywood next week, so that gives me extra time to make sure you get your stuff. And literally 2 weeks from now when we start our class, you could have already started working with your partner and already just be ready to start performing and give critique, which would be great. Emma, yeah.
In the last week of June, I'm gonna be out of town.
Okay.
So, how would that affect it? Because I really want to like be dedicated and stuff.
We are off the last week of June.
Oh, okay.
Who's that?
I believe. I'm looking in here now for you, Emma. We are off the 28th through the 12th of July.
And I'm not going to be here for July.
Is that what
Gotcha.
we're talking about there?
Oh, I think you told me that.
Yeah, I already told you that earlier.
So Emma, is that the week we were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you're set.
You're good to go, girl.
That worked out. Awesome. Okay. Great. Okay. And you said, Addie, starting in July, you'll be out?
Yeah, I won't be there for any of July.
Okay.
I think I'm in the same boat.
You're in the same boat, Sam? Okay.
Yeah, I won't be there for most of July.
Okay. Thank you, guys. And this, by the way, this is awesome. Thank you for communicating it, because it helps so much with the prep of the scene and honestly, how we're going to go future with this. Okay, great. So I'll make some adjustments, figure out exactly what that looks like. Let me know 100% in person or out through email to Shay. You can just let her know that way. As soon as you can, the sooner that is, then I can jump on things. We already started testing the format today. So, and over the weekend, where we have in-person and online happening at the same time. So it's awesome, guys. It's super cool. We've already started working it. We're still working out some of the things to make it even better, but it works. It works. It's super cool. We'll have people jumping up on the screen in here. You'll be able to see the people performing in person. The people in person will get to see you. It's going to be an awesome experience. So as far as pairings go, it will most likely be, if there are 2 virtual people, we'll pair them together to make that easier and work in that format. If that ends up not being the case, again, we'll work from there. We'll figure it out together. That's part of all the process. So it's awesome. This is going to be really great. That's where we're going to be heading. And whatever we end up doing, whatever scene we end up doing, remember this. all the work we've done in these ambiguous scenes are purely 100% the same for whatever scene you're doing. All the thought life, all the blocking, all of that stuff, everything we've worked this month, character, that applies. So now you pull up a scene, it just adds another level of difficulty in that you now have to take all the writing, this brilliant writing from wherever it is, and bring it to life. You've got to tell their jokes. You've got to tell their emotional moments. Like all of that stuff, it's your job to dive into it like a detective, but it's the same stuff we learned in ambiguous scenes, and the purpose of them is to teach you how to be creative, how to find some of these moments, and how to work all the core concepts that are needed in any scene, no matter what it may be. Okay? Great, guys. I'm psyched. All right. So, Shay, you still there with me?
Sure am.
Sweet. All right. Let's. We got time. Let's break down. Let's go. Let's go back into each person, and I'll give each moment. We'll work a moment, and then come back together again.
Sounds good.
Hey. Okay, so let's start. Let's start right from the top, and I'll just do some stop and go with you. Okay? Thought life is going to be our key.
What'd you say?
We'll start right from the top. Thought life is going to be our key. That's going to sort of be our focus that we're going to work in most of our scenes. So start right from the video game. Get super into it, man. This is like tournament upon all tournaments.
Bro, go B.
Hold up. I got that. You cover him. Cover him.
Louder, more energy.
I got him.
Hold up. No, he's flying in. He's flying in.
No, I got him, bro.
Check it. Yo, hold up. There it is. Boom. Boom. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yo, you didn't have to steal my kill. What?
Oh
Why'd you steal my kill?
That's going.
Hello?
Put on the highlight reel.
Hello?
All right.
Oh my, bro. Yo. Oh.
Good. We lost audio
have to
there.
do that.
Let's pause. Okay. Let's hold up our phones again. Start again from the yo.
Yo. You didn't have to do that.
I know.
Then why did you?
Okay, good. So, thought life. That's great, Eli. So, we go back. Sam, what do you expect Sam to say when you say you didn't have to do that? What do you hope happens?
Him saying sorry.
Of course, yeah. What happens instead?
Him saying I know and he doesn't care.
That's right. How does it make you feel?
Mad.
Yeah, good. And the reaction was good. But I want it even quicker. Really listen. Expect what you're expecting and then see it here that you don't get it. Okay? So give him that line again and watch Sam's eyes, watch Sam's energy, and react to it because it's unexpected. We'll take it back from your line, Eli.
You didn't have to do that.
I know.
Then why did you?
Good, right away. Go back from I know. Look at him. Look at Eli. Eli, look at Sam. Sam, just be so chill.
I know.
Go.
Then why did you?
Okay, again, faster. You're still upset, Eli. I want to see it in your eyes. You're not happy right now.
I know.
Go. Yeah.
And why did you?
Because I wanted to. Look, I've been where you are before.
I don't need you to fight my battles.
Well, it seemed like you did a minute ago.
I'm used to it by now. Same thing every time.
It doesn't mean it doesn't suck.
Hear the Cheetos? Look up slowly, Sam. Go back real quick. Pretend to open the Cheetos. Eli, go back down like you were. This is hyper listening. So this is that thought life. You really are upset, man. So look down. Be upset. That's fine. Open the Cheeto bag, Sam. I want you to hear it, Eli. Look at. Yeah, see, now you're laughing. Eli, you're like, oh my gosh, this is so funny. I see it now, right? I see it. That is moment-to-moment acting. That is because Sam's Cheetos are a line. You're like, you're upset. You're like in the zone. You're like down here, and it's like, and then you hear the Cheetos. You look up, like, is that what I think it is? It is, and you just like, the freak. Like, you gotta be kidding me. And that, without you talking, was my favorite line of yours now, Eli. You haven't said a word. All you did was look at him and feel a certain way, and we saw your thoughts. We saw you go, what the heck? And you felt it so much that you laughed. Okay, let's take it back from that line. That's awesome. You go back to being upset, Eli, and you'll hear the Cheetos.
Seems like you did a minute ago.
I'm used to it by now. Same thing every time. Oh my.
Doesn't mean it doesn't. Wait, I already said that.
It's okay. We got a little lost there. Let's just take it back a little. Let's take it back from the beginning of the phone call after the game.
Okay.
And Eli, you ready to do something with me? I'm gonna just go there with you. All right? Okay. We're gonna try something. I'm gonna do it with you. Cool? You ready?
Okay.
All right. Stand up. Oh, I don't have my shoes on. I'm gonna make it happen anyway. Okay. You can only see part of me. Okay. All right. Do some jumping jacks. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get that heart rate going. Get that heart rate. Okay. Start punching. Let's start punching the wall. Let's just drop down. Give me one push up. Come back up. Go right into the phone call right from there. Use the adrenaline. And you're mad. Use the adrenaline to be angry. Go.
Yo.
Yo. You didn't have to do that.
I know.
Then why did you?
Because I wanted to. Look, I've been where you are before.
I don't need you to fight my battles.
It seemed like you did a minute ago.
I'm used to it by now. Same thing every time.
It doesn't mean it doesn't suck.
You are right about that. But...
You know, you don't have to take it every time.
It's better than being invisible.
Being invisible isn't so bad. It's less problems.
It shouldn't be that way.
You know, if you just stay out of the way, you won't have to deal with it.
I don't want to stay out of the way. I want to be who I am. Oh my goodness, bro. I don't want to stay out of the way. I want to be who I am.
And scene. I'll stop you there. Dude. Right? Like, I don't have to say anything. You get it? That's it, man. It's about, like, and I tell people this all the time. I'm sure Matt will talk about it tomorrow, probably. We think that the line we have is what matters. It's just what we do. You know, it's not intentional, but we look at our line. We focus so heavy on how we're supposed to deliver it and what we're supposed to do. And we forget the actual most important thing is to live into the character's world. To think, to experience. So Eli, when I got you to do jumping jacks and push-ups and doing that, all it did was get your heart going. When you go back, and our audience can attest to this, your eyes were on fire. Could you notice, Sam?
Mm-hmm.
Which then makes it so much funnier when Sam's just like so chill about it. Like so much funnier. And honestly, when we keep playing these thoughts back and forth and getting quicker with the jump backs, it's going to be really hard not to laugh inside of your own scene. Because you're going to feel that. You're going to feel that energy. And that's what happened the first time we had the discovery with the Cheetos, is Eli, you felt it. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. These were written to be funny. There's comedy in there, but the comedy comes from your character being mad. It sounds weird, but the angrier you are and the more chill Sam is, the funnier this scene is. Okay? Good. Good work, guys. And Sam, when you slowed down and played the Cheetos, it changed everything. So the last note for you as you go back, Sam, is watch when the phone made noise. So I didn't want to bring too much attention to it, but you'll realize it when you watch it back, okay?
Okay.
Dude, good job, man. Both you guys. Hey, crushing it. All right, let's bring in our next two. Proud of you guys. You guys ready to rock? Lily, are you ready to rock?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right, let's start like this. Let's both get on our character zones. What do you think they're experiencing right off the top of the scene?
Like, they're mad, or I'm mad.
Okay, you're mad. Okay, so put your thought life in there. Lily, what about you?
I think that my character is just really uncomfortable with the situation, and yeah.
Love that. Okay, so both of you just kind of be in your space, be sitting there. Lily, you can't talk till I tell you. Sam, just put your thoughts in there. It's annoying for you, you're bored. Don't worry about Lily right now. Sam, just kind of be in your space, be looking out and be thinking and feeling. You are frustrated. Yep, you don't have to show it, you're just feeling it. Look at each other for a second. Don't want to be in the same room together. Go.
Hey.
Hi.
You got Sam. Did you feel it? You literally got Sam to smile and almost break the scene because it was so uncomfortable. And Sam realized she found the comedy. She's like, Sammy's like, I see where this is funny. I get it. Okay. Was it awkward for you, Lily?
Yes.
Good. It's supposed to be. So realize from now on, every time you do this scene or a scene like this, you literally are not allowed. You're not allowed to start until you're uncomfortable. And this is the cool part. You're nervous as an actress? Great. Use it to fuel the nerves and the weird, awkward energy of the character. And then you speak when literally you have to. And that's where we got to. Like, it became so weird that you would have to say hi. Okay, good. Let's start it again. That was great. So now I won't speak into it. I won't direct you on this. Do the same thing. Find your way. It might be different timing this time. You'll feel so uncomfortable, and I mean so uncomfortable, that you'll have to do something. Okay? Get yourself in that space. That's right. Whenever you're ready.
Hey.
Hi.
I didn't ask for this, you know?
Neither did I.
So, should we play the game, or?
For B5, we are not playing the game.
Okay. Well, what would you like to do then?
I want to open it.
What? Absolutely not. We can't.
Good. Even so, that was great. What? That was a great what? Okay. So go from the what.
What?
Now wait. Sam, show her what it is. Sammy.
You know what?
Absolutely not. We can't.
Good. See it. What is the thing? What is this? What is the thing, Lily? What is the thing you're not supposed to do?
Open the box.
The box?
Mhm.
Why, Lily? What happens?
I don't really know.
Ah. Okay. What would you get grounded for, Lily, if you did it?
I don't know.
Okay, think about what's something you shouldn't do, you're not allowed to do. You're allowed to do
I guess
anything?
if I was caught like sneaking out or something.
What's that?
If I like snuck out or something.
Okay. So I want you to associate here the same idea. This box, in the scene, would it be cool to sneak out? If she had a reason to, she really wanted to, yeah, she'd want to, right? She would want to sneak out. You would want to sneak out to go do this thing you really, really want to do. However, you understand if you sneak out, this will happen. If you sneak out, you're grounded. And if I'm grounded, I don't get to hang with my friends and all this other stuff, okay? So when she sees the box, I want you to think through that. The first moment is maybe, and then it's like, no, like that's a bad idea, you know? So let's take it back. Let's take it back to right before the box, okay? Just a little bit. Let's take it back from the game.
So, should we play the game or?
Are we 5? We are not playing the game.
Okay. Well, what would you like to do then?
I want to open it.
What?
You know what I mean.
Absolutely not. Sorry.
It's okay. Patience. So you're waiting. You still don't know what. So go from what?
What?
You know what I mean.
Absolutely not.
Good. Really attack her there. Attack her there. Absolute. Like, we're talking about sneaking out here.
Absolutely not.
More.
We can't.
More. You're the boss, girl. You the boss. Be a boss right now. Bam. Get in there.
Absolutely not.
Nah,
We
more.
can't.
Angrier, Lily. Angrier. This isn't right for the scene, but I want to push you here a little bit. Get in there. Get in her face. No.
Absolutely not.
Even more.
We
Go.
can't.
I know I'm pushing you a little bit.
Absolutely not. We can't.
Why not? No one will ever know.
I said no.
Good. So don't lose your power. I said no. Right? Let's take it back. Take it back. Get upset. Get upset. You're doing great, Lily. I'm pushing you into a new level of comfort zone, which is let me be vulnerable. Let me take my volume, my energy, all of it next level. Okay? Good. Let's go from that line about what?
What?
You know what I mean.
Absolutely not. We can't.
Why not? No one will ever know.
I said no.
Too late.
Hey, you see? You see? So lesson for you here, Lily, is you knew where you needed to go. We just were holding back. You were playing it safe. No more is Lily allowed to play it safe because you're too good for that. Because as soon as you started to get upset and start pushing it, and I think you can push it even more, then it gave her a reason to be even brattier. And the brattier she got, the more aggressive you got. And watching that go back and forth let her bratty lines become funny. It's the same dynamic between Sam and Eli in their scene. Okay? Guys, good work. Keep working that thought line. I love it. Woo! Okay, let's go to the next scene. Good job. We got 2 more scenes left. We got. Hey, it's my face. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this thing.
I need to talk to you.
Nice to see you too.
Good.
Talk
Go
about
back.
what?
Go back. Emma, I want you to notice her. Was she paying attention to you yet?
No.
Notice that. Let that fuel the I need to talk to you. Okay, go again.
I need to talk to you.
Good. Let's go all the way from hanging up. Let's go all the way from hanging up. Like start from before you call her. Be thinking, Emma. Think, how am I going to handle this? Where is this going to go? You don't know where she is. You don't know what she's doing. For all you know, she's in the bathroom. Okay? All right, here we go. Serenity, find something different. Do something different, Serenity.
Huh?
Do something different this time. I want you to do something totally unexpected.
Like answering the phone?
When you answer the phone, you're doing something, whatever. Eyelashes, right? We knew that she knows that's coming. Surprise her.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Let's start again from the top.
Do you want me to still do the ringtone thing?
Yep, please.
Okay. Let me go find something to do.
Yep. You've got to watch because you don't know where it's going to go, Emma.
I need to talk to you.
Nice to see you too. Talk about what?
Don't play the dumb card with me right now.
I'm not playing
Good,
dumb.
good. So that was one of those moments, Emma. Did you feel it? So look right at her and just say, "Don't play the dumb card with me," and don't stop looking at the screen.
Don't play the dumb card with me right now.
I'm not playing dumb. I don't know what you're talking about.
Try again. Without the lying this time.
I wasn't
Good.
thinking.
There it was again. Did you feel it, Emma?
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. So here's what's happening. We're feeling uncomfortable with the staring. Okay? We're feeling uncomfortable specifically with the silence part. Be okay with sitting there. Be okay because you have the power right now. You're the one. And so when we go away and we do these, that's purely because you want to make sure to fill that silence and let us know where you're at. Instead, just be. Just hang. Trust. Okay, let's take it back. Let's go back like 2 lines. Let's go to right when you ask her, right before the lying line, the first time you ask her.
Like, don't play the dumb card with me right now?
Yes, that's the one, yeah.
Don't play the dumb card with me right now.
Slowly listen, Serenity, listen. Why do you go for the glasses?
So she can't see my eyes.
That's a good call. So first, here, make the decision. You're going for the glasses too soon. Good. Go back. Same line.
Don't play the dumb card with me right now.
I'm not playing dumb. I don't know what you're talking about.
Try again. Without the lying this time.
I wasn't thinking. It just happened.
Go, Emma.
I knew it. I just knew it.
What was I supposed to do, huh? Just let it go?
Now you can leave.
Yes. You were supposed to let it go. You were supposed to leave it alone.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you've proved that.
Good. Dig at her there. Yeah, you proved that. Come at her there, Emma. Come at her.
Yeah, you've proved that.
Now leave.
I'm sorry. I really am. I just had to find out for myself.
I warned you about this. I told you this would happen.
I know you did. And I wish I would have listened.
You should have thought about that before you did it.
Oh, I have to stop for a second because you did it in a good way, Emma. That was it. You didn't fake that moment. You didn't eye roll. You just sat there. Here's when it works. It's behind me, but you can't fully see the letters. When you're listening. You were fully engaged there. You were listening to her responses. You were waiting where she was going to head. And because of that, it wasn't weird to just be listening and staring. And to look off and do whatever. Because you were so involved in waiting for the next thing and deciding how you felt about it. We saw all of that in your eyes. So then it wasn't uncomfortable for you. That's awesome. Okay? For you, Serenity, same deal. Like now, because Emma left, now you were thinking and making a decision, how am I going to get her to come back over here? So even when those aren't happening, like you look at the glasses, you got to go like, hey, when do I go for them and why? You can't just grab glasses to grab them. I love the choice. Love it. So you have to feel first as the character, then make the choice. Not as the actor go, oh, I do this because I know she would want to hide it. You got to feel so strongly from Emma that you were wrong that then you go for glasses to try and cover it up.
Mm-hmm.
Good, guys. Good. You feel it?
Yeah.
It's so much better already. Like, way to go. Okay, awesome.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Woo. Eva.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, Ade. 1 second.
Hello.
Are you guys ready to rock?
Yeah.
Let's do this thing.
Okay.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Will you hush? If someone hears us, we are never going to pull this off.
Good. Got to start again. Addie, you weren't loud enough at the top to justify her line. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, go again. Start
You want
pacing,
me to
Addie.
like ringtone again?
We can go after that. That's fine. Just start searching. Good. Addie, start pacing. I want to create that energy in you. She's got to be panicking. Hands out of your pockets, Addie. Start walking. Start thinking. Trust me. Trust me. Loud. Go.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Will you hush? If someone hears us, we are never going to pull this off.
Better. Double it, Addie. Double it. I can't believe we're doing it louder. Go.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Will you hush? If someone hears us, we are never going to pull this off.
Why are we even doing this? I'd like to go on record somewhere and say this is completely and totally your idea.
Can I add to that record that you begged me to include you?
That's what I thought.
Good. Take it
I'll
back.
just go on
Take it back, Ava.
Mhm.
That was great. So now look at her reaction. You've got to say that's what I thought before you move the phone, because otherwise the phone takes away from your line.
Okay.
Okay? So realize that was great. Notice her. Notice her. So now add your line about the record, Ava.
Can I add to that record that begged me to include you?
Think, Addie.
That's what I thought.
Want this to go on our permanent record?
If we get caught, maybe.
I swear, this is the worst idea.
Addie, go searching for things. Check your drawers.
Me?
Yep, go. Yes, Addie, go. Ava just said the thing about adding to the record that it was.
Okay. I didn't know where we were going from. I thought we were.
Yeah, it's
going
okay.
from-
Let's go from there. Let's go from there. Addie, go back to searching.
Can I add to that record that you begged me to include you? That's what I thought.
Now back to searching.
Won't this go on a permanent record?
We get caught. Maybe.
I swear, this is the worst idea.
Do you want them or not?
Well, duh.
Then help me.
Fine. But if we go down...
If we go down together.
Together. Right.
I found it.
Shut up. Wait. Let me see.
Good. Slow down. Slow down. Go back to I found it. Off screen, Ava. See it, feel it, experience it. This is what you've been looking for the last half hour.
I found it.
Shut up. Let me see.
This is it. It's just like I imagined it to be.
Look at the screen, Addie. See it there?
This is it. This can't be all of it.
Told you. It's like it wanted us to find it.
You're ridiculous. What do we do now?
Good, good, good. So we got to stay slow there. Stay slow there. But that's it. Okay? So, Ava, did you feel the difference when you took the time to get excited off stage?
Yeah.
What changed for you?
Do you mean when I went to go like find it?
Yes.
It felt like it actually like meant more. And I feel like that also fueled on like I don't know, it felt more correct.
Yes. Well, here's why. You just said it. It felt more real to you. It felt more personal. And we sense that. You don't need to be in the frame to be seen if you are actually seriously involved, because we can feel it. It's like, okay, have you ever had somebody standing behind you and you could just kind of like feel it?
Yeah.
And it's like they're not saying anything, but you could just sense it. That's what happened here. So you're out and you're looking for things, and we could sense and feel you caring enough to search. And it fueled the next parts. And then when you said you found it, it meant so much to us. And then Addie, your reaction was way better because you were listening and you fed off the excitement. You fed off of that. Then you honestly search Addie and you're like, is this it? Like this isn't what I expected kind of deal. And then you build off of her line. And that's where we started to rush, where everything has to be heard. So again, going all the way back, I think it was Sam's scene, what you're expecting something, right? You expect a reaction. Eli was expecting something. When you say we found it, what do you expect me to say?
Like something like that's great, but not like this is it.
That's exactly right. So if you're hyper listening, you'll realize that's not what you wanted, and you'll figure out how emotionally you'd say the next line based on the fact that you didn't get what you expected.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. Good work, girls. Boom. I love it. All right, let's bring everybody back. Say, what do you expect me to say?
Like something like that.
All right, guys. Let's talk let's get those lives muted. We're going to do a quick lessons learned, just jump around to each person, okay? So, literally, we'll just come around. I'll call on you. Just one thing that you took out of today that you're going to take forward in your future scenes, either from your scene or from something you saw in somebody else's. So, we'll jump around. Eli, what you got?
Enhance the emotions.
Love that. Awesome. Ava.
Sam and Eli scene, just like how you were getting Eli to get more like into it, or like to like the adrenaline thing, so really good. So I tried that some.
That's awesome. It's so great, guys. Literally, if I have a scene like that, I'll do push-ups beforehand. Like I get my heart rate going, so I'm in state. That's so awesome. I love that you learned that. It's great. Lily.
I need to stop trying to play it safe.
That's right. No more playing it safe for you, Lily. You're too good for that. Too good. That's going to be our next level we push through. I love it. Addie.
I gotta be louder and I have to work on memorization.
That's right. That's right. Good. Sammy.
I have to really feel the scene.
What do you mean by that?
Like at the beginning, I have to really feel it, like late and not break it. Like I don't know how to explain it, but I need to stay in character.
That totally is right. Totally. For everybody, remember, the beginning of our scene is the foundation. If a foundation is off of anything, a house, whatever, it's going to fall. It's going to fall. So if you build it on the solid foundation, take your time to do that, the rest of the scene will flow so much easier. Love that, Sammy. Love it. All right, Sam.
Probably, I think the biggest one was to, especially with the Cheetos, was to not act, like show that you enjoy the Cheetos as hard as it is, even though it's just dust. Nothing in here anymore.
Love that.
Like, understand what the character is experiencing and then do that realistically.
Yes, and if you don't understand it, if you like hate Cheetos, for example, but it had to be Cheetos, substitution is a powerful thing. So remember that. Cool. All right, Emma.
Just like be in the moment and like don't expect what they're gonna say.
Love that. Love that. Because again, we know, the actor knows, character doesn't. So when you really listened, Emma, it was so clear and the scene just took off. It's awesome. Serenity.
Don't be like too prepared for your scene and just kind of like go with the flow instead of doing exactly the same thing every time and being prepared for what happens next.
That's right. That's right. And whether we continue with these or whatever, the next step is when we fully, and you started to get there, everybody, when we fully understand the character, it all becomes so much easier. For those who are in improv class, we talk about finding your point of view as a character and framing it at the beginning of a scene. Why? Because once you understand it, it's so much easier to just live into it. So when you fully understand what type of people these are and the situation they're in, all you do is react as them in that situation moment by moment. It's awesome. Okay, great, guys. Everybody, good job. Again, I'm going to brag about you guys because I'm so just blown away by the work that you guys put into this. By the time you put in, by the rehearsals, it was so clear. So taking out this class and moving forward with others, remember how fun that was. Remember how much you grew and how much you love this, and don't ever let yourself get away with not doing that again. So even if I don't require it, reach out, reach out and see if the other person wants to work it, and if they do, then work those moments with them and build yourself as an actor, as a person. And yeah, I'm just again super proud of you guys for the growth. So homework, email into me exactly where you're at, how you want to progress, and then from there we'll make some decisions and send out scene assignments on how we're going to be moving forward and what exactly we're going to be doing. Okay? Any questions at all? Nada?